hip hop, hippie, hippie to the hip hoppy. You don't stop. You rock it to the bang bang boogie. The up jumps to boogie of the rhythm of the boogie to boogie. Ow, something like that. Yeah, get it. Shouts out to Samora, one of the original queens of comedy. Hosting the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta special. We love it. The reunion. Shouts out to her. We love Samora. For whatever reason, Mona ain't there, and who really gives a damn? They got all the boring ass people out the way first. We have Erica Dixon, we have Erica Pinkett, we have the Bambi, we have Scrappy, and we have Mama D, the Kingdoms, the Palace, all the field kids, everything. We have all that. The only thing that we was missing was in money, money, or however they say it. So as soon as it comes on, Bambi and Erica P is just straight getting into it. It's ugly. Bambi's still trying to figure out why she's on the show, still trying to understand her position. Erica Dixon jumps in and she was like, "Well, Bambi, what I want you to realize is that you was trying to sleep with Scrappy and we was together." And Bambi was like, "No, y'all was on and off," and that whole situation. Um, Erica P starts crying because she said that uh, the Bambi had said that she was making fun of her on Instagram about her being in an abusive relationship. And that's why Erica P said what she said. She's sorry about the miscarriage, a tick for tat moment situation. Erica B is pretty though. I will give her that. I think Bambi's pretty too. I think Erica Dixon's pretty. I think they're all pretty girls, but they're just really just in love with the wrong man. Erica P says something, and Scrappy gets up. He's all upset and shit, and like he getting ready to fight her. And then they go to commercial and they show backstage with Scrappy talking to Mona Scott. She and her hair was there, and he contemplating leaving because he's sick of that whole shit and everything. Erica Dixon, cheekbones and lips. She pulls out some damn, I guess, the bill or whatever, because apparently Scrappy had tried to sleep with her um, recently at a hotel, and he ate her out or some shit, and he lied about the whole thing. And they gave him actually a lie detector test, which I didn't think it was that serious. Who really gives a damn? Everybody knows that Scrappy is the most confused, most careless Negro on television. Okay, he just wants a bunch of women, and he sends emotional texts and all kinds of shit. Who gets it? I don't. He's really not that hard. And the lie detector test determined that he's full of shit. Of course he is. He was lying about the whole entire thing. Um, what else happened between them? We found out that Mama D is bipolar, and so is her son. Hmm, who's that news to? I mean, really. Let's move on to damn Rashida and Kurt. If I have something else to say about Erica Pinkett and Scrappy and all his scrambled eggs and all that whole moment, that whole jazz, and I'll come back to it, shall we? Okay, Rashida and Kurt. Rashida looked really really cute. Kurt looked like Kurt, and they had Kalina and Carly up on stage. Kalina's getting thicker. She looked cute in her little pink. Carly looked cute. All the girls are really doing the damn thing. But in my opinion, the one who really shows out like every single reunion, who's the prettiest in my opinion, is Ariane, Mimi's friend. But okay, when is Ariane gonna have a storyline like on her own? Like when is she just gonna stop being in scenes with just Mimi and whoever else? Like when is she gonna get her own storyline? She's been on since season one now. Shouldn't she have her own storyline? Us finding out what Ariane is doing instead of just being Mimi's little cooch liquor or something. Like I don't like that. They go into the whole thing about Kurt and Rashida and him getting a babysitter from hell and all this. Oh really? Oh, so that's what y'all trying to do? Rashida and how hood she is. Very very pretty girl though. And he's talking about that whole situation. Yawn, snooze fest. Boring, 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 boring. They asked her, no, actually, some more asked Rashida, how did you feel when he mushed your mama and all that? And she was just like, that's completely disrespectful. Kalina was like, look, I would have hit him inside the head with a bottle. You don't be mushing nobody's mama when she tried to kiss the little baby Carter. It was so cute and mushy. love them babies. What else happened? We get into Jock and Carly's segment, which was hilarious. Jock is so animated and so over the top. They get into Carly licking her fingers and shit, and apparently he tells this story about how that same finger, that one of those middle ones, how Carly Red pretty much the same one she put in her mouth in the restaurant is the same one that she fractured also, which is crazy. Carly is batshit crazy, and the reality is that Jock straight played Carly. If he didn't want Carly, if he really liked this Katie girl, then that's who he should have stayed with and should have been with from the very beginning. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Carly Red, but right is right and wrong is wrong, and Jock was 100% wrong. Speaking of KD, as Jock would call her ass came out. Samore introduced her as the accountant, the is a real estate agent and side chick, and Jock was like, hold up, you ain't gonna introduce her like that. You ain't gonna do her like that. So tell me, introduce her the proper way. And Samore was like the accountant, the real estate agent, and his woman, KD. And she came up on the stage, and her and Carly kind of got into it, and pretty much Carly just ended up being right. It just wasn't right. Point blank in the period. When they showed that fight scene with Carly and KD, I fell out. Carly's face when she was going around that circle, she was like this. That was fucking funny. That was hilarious. What else happened after that? Carly and the Fingers, Erica Pinkett, Mama D, The Palace, Bipolar. Okay, tensions are rising. Tensions are rising. Tensions are rising. We get to the whole thing with Stevie J, Hosseline, Benzino, and Titi. Ghetto love. And Mama D is whispering certain things to Benzino, saying, check your woman, check the palace. That shit over there is fake. It's fraudulent. It's a mess. Don't worry about it, but just make sure yours is good. Make sure Titi good. Titi. Jocelyn and Stevie J whispering sweet nothings in their ear and basically saying that I got you, I got you, I got you. So they start filming. Stevie J was like, it's hot, it's hot. Benzino was like, that's that cocaine. And all of a sudden they just start talking, and Benzino and Stevie J and Hosseline was just like, I can get up right now, I can get up right now. All of a sudden them two gladiators walk up and walk across the street over there to Benzino and Titi. And then the cameras cut off. So I guess we'll see in part 2 what really went on. But apparently it was mayhem. We saw Jocelyn go for Titi and all them. We saw the security guards holding Stevie J back. I think Benzino might be trying to hit Jocelyn or get her off Titi. All of a sudden, Jocelyn, she go out into the crowd. She starts hitting Tammy. I think that her and Mimi gonna get into it on the stairway to heaven. And it's just crazy. Y'all already know what's gonna go on. We already, been found out throughout the blogs and all that. But it's definitely gonna be good. And I just hope they show a little bit of it. I doubt they will anyway. But anyway, that was my review. I'm Mr. Chalaki. I'm Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me. I'm Chess King was here on Facebook. And I am at It's King's World on Twitter. All those good things. Make sure you share this video. Share, like, subscribe. Tell Bonquisha down the street. Tell your nosy ass auntie. Tell your cousin that you don't really like. Shit, tell all of them. We love you. We love you. Hip, hop, the hippie to the hip hoppy. You don't stop. You're rocking. Oh, give me y'all opinions on this review and just your opinions in general about part 1 of Love and Hip Hop Reunion Special. And what about some more hosts? And what do y'all think about that? Let me get back to my song. Hey, it's the real Kim Kim.